Hello. This is a little chat about peopling. Um, I have never been good at going out into the world and doing the whole human thing. For many years, I mean, even as a child, I was not good in crowds. I was not good with groups. And then when I was a teenager, I ended up doing some stupid things like getting married and I do have PTSD. And then later on, I found Albert, and things were pretty darn good. And then the last job I had, I worked with residents in a care facility and did really well. I love that job. But one of those residents one night picked me up by the back of the neck and shook me like a rag doll. And it did a great deal of damage to me, to my brain, somewhat to my neck, and a great deal of damage to my ability to people. I didn't go back to work after that. I have difficulty with my balance, and I have other issues from that. But then we moved back out to Idaho, and I ended up with breast cancer. That didn't break my heart. Never liked the boobs. Got them cut off. But there are a lot of things they don't tell you about healing from breast cancer. I was put on tamoxifen, and I didn't read the side effects. I had Diamond D, my best friend, sister from another mother, read them, to which she messaged me and said she'd rather have cancer. But my doctors insisted that since I didn't want chemo, I had to, the normal chemo, I had to do this, and that it would give me a 40% less likelihood of getting cancer again. So I went through quite a few of really horrible side effects: bone pain, loss of memory. I still have Swiss cheese for a brain. Things fall in cheese holes and get lost. And just a great deal of other really horrible side effects. But I went to my cancer doctor one day because I'd been noticing that my eyesight was really going. And I explained that to him, to which he told me that that's not a side effect of tamoxifen. And I said, I don't care. I'm losing my eyesight. That's the one thing I don't want to lose. I don't want to be blind. So I quit taking it. That was many years ago. My newest doctor pointed out that retinopathy is one of the worst side effects and should be taken care of right away. And that doctor had talked me into being on that crap for 2 years. So my eyesight is pretty mucked up. But okay, I survived. That was one of the fun side effects of breast cancer. Well, I happily don't have boobs. I also spent roughly 5 years dealing with not being able to eat. I could somewhat manage to get enough down to subsist, I think is what the word is. And most of the foods I used to like made me gag. In fact, a lot of foods that I didn't like, just the smell would make me sick. I have spent all those years taking anti-nausea pills, but I didn't get a lot of relief from the doctors because I couldn't express what my real problems were. So then the doctor I was seeing ended up retiring, and that virus hit, and oh, please be quiet. And so I didn't see a doctor for a long time, and I was in a major depression because for at least 4.5 years I'd been slowly starving to death. So aside from the nasty virus and kind of bad living conditions and um, just a lot of other things, I started really getting down. And I'm not going to say I was ready to unalive myself, but had I fallen in the river one day when I was fishing, I would not have tried to swim. If a bus was coming at me, I would not have tried to step out of the way. So, for a long time, I struggled and begged. And then finally, I got so desperate that I made a phone call to a doctor. Thank God I found one that listened. And I explained everything. And instead of ignoring the fact that I was having trouble eating and putting me on medications or whatever, she pointed out that slow starvation, can have a very, very negative effect on your brain, that you can have hallucinations, you can just really go mental. And I did. And it was bad. I mean, I had no control over the things I said or did. I was in pretty rough shape. And so not only did I find myself a wonderful doctor, she found me a wonderful counselor who helped me work with learning how to eat. And yeah, I have to learn how to eat. I have a very limited diet, limited list of things that I am able to eat, and there are still times when I have a great deal of trouble with it. But it's getting better. And the medication that I am on helps me greatly. And I am doing the best that I can to be the best human I can. So the person you're looking at is a cancer survivor, used to be a fine Baptist Christian lady who now believes in witchcraft, not the twinkle your nose and make a guy turn into a toad. That's my religion. And it gives me a great deal of peace. Because I don't pray to a fake deity. I cast my spells, my intentions out to the world. I cast my positivity. Sometimes I cast a little negativity. But I believe that the magic of your intentions is what an actual prayer is. You don't have to believe that. That's what I believe. And I'll probably be talking a lot more about that over time. Sometimes, when the plans you make get stepped on, it's a good thing. I have decided that I'm going to be me. I'm going to be the best me that I can be, but I'm going to be the honest me. And I hope that my friends, my family, love that me because it's the true me. I'm going to be happy. Thank you for listening. I'll be back.